So someone asked me a loaded question the other day. Hypothetically, you've got $1 million. You can only give it to one person, either your male best friend or your female best friend. Who gets it? Now, without blinking, I said, I'm giving this money to my male best friend. Of course, that raised eyebrows. Why? They asked me. Is this about gender? You don't think a woman can handle $1 million? And I said, no, not at all. This is not about misogyny, bias, or anything like that. It's about how economic impact, plays out in real life. What I call social facts. Now, in my experience, when a man comes into money, the reach of that money tends to extend much wider. He becomes a distributor by default. A man with means usually feels obligated or is expected to take care of a long list of people. This list includes his parents, his siblings, his wife, side chick, his kids, his in-laws, even his friends, his boys from way back. Like he becomes a walking ATM, yes, but also a community safety net. There's a chain reaction. That million won't stay with him. It will ripple out. You empower one man, and the odds are you indirectly empower 8 to 10 people minimum. That's how the traditional social script for men is written. Now, when a woman comes into money, again, generally, it's more personal, more insulated. She will prioritize herself and her children, especially if she's a mother. Maybe her parents or siblings if the bond is tight. But the cycle is smaller, it's more curated. And again, this is not a bad thing at all. It's not wrong in any sense of it. It's just a different shape of generosity, a different pattern. Women tend to nurture inward, men tend to provide outward. That's what I've seen over and over. We can deny this or we want. And of course, there are exceptions to this. Plenty of women build schools, run foundations, feed families that are not theirs, and plenty of men blow their entire fortune on vibes and new sneakers. But when we are speaking in averages, in cultural habits, this is the trend. So if I'm thinking long-term impact, if I'm thinking, who is going to stretch this million the furthest across the most lives, I'm going with the guy. Not because he is better, but because the way society is built, especially in cultures like ours, men are raised and conditioned to be bridges. Their worth is often tied to how many people they can carry with them. That's heavy, but it's true. So it's not a competition, it's just a lens. So please don't fight me, fight the data. Thank you.